Hello, I'm Coach Meyer, and it's time for our children's message and teen time with Coach. So today we're looking at a very sober story of Job. And you can see from this painting, I'm going to zoom it in here so you can see it really well. You can see it's not a pretty picture of Job. In fact, Job has many boils and many things going on in his skin. And you know the story of Job. He was somebody that was righteous in God's sight, and yet God chose him to suffer greatly, allowed suffering to take place in his life. Not because Job had done something wrong, but because God, in his infinite wisdom, was allowing Job to be an example and to show his faith. And Job really had it rough. He was somebody that lost, if you think about difficult things to go through or mental illness, Job had to go through many, many things. Lost many of his whole family other than his wife. His wife wasn't always supportive. His friends were not always good friends. They were not always supportive to him. In fact, they blamed him for his illness. And then he was very physically sick and certainly had times of depression. And even though his faith was very strong, it got to the point where even his own faith was tested. And he's well known for having really, really strong faith. So it shows too that all of us are susceptible to the devil's schemes, and all of us, when in a bad place, don't always trust God. And even Job, even the great patriarch Job, fell into sin and not trusting God. But God was faithful, and he later on in Job's life gave him back manyfold to the things that he had, and had a big, large family years later as well. All of us at some time are going to experience the things that maybe not exactly the way Job did, but we're all going to be Job. We're all going to experience some things that are very, very difficult and can cause some very hard times in our life. So I want you to remember this picture of Job and the challenges that he had. And when you have challenges in your life, to lean into God, to trust God, that he will get you through it, even when it's really, really hard. God bless you today as you lean into Jesus.